Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to this channel. It's Maggie here. I'm about to do my first ever come shop with me shopping haul. So as you see, I'm kind of trying out a new camera here, and it's the newest GoPro. And so at this moment right here, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then I just go for it and picked up this variegated orchid. I was really debating whether I wanted this cutie, but recently I've been really trying to hold the plants and really think, is it a want, is it a need, or is it an impulse? And at this time I felt like this variegated orchid was an impulse, so I ended up not getting it. Then we have a peperomia ripple here. It's super duper cute. I actually really liked peperomias until recently. I just kind of decided to sell all my peperomias besides one. And then we came across this philodendron Birkins. I thought it was a little bit beat up for the price, but you know, it's a great starter plant if anyone's ever looking for something like that. And then I came across this cute little crazy hair called a frizzle sizzle. But yeah, it was cute, unique. And then these are sensitive plants. These are really neat. They kind of close up, and they actually grow wild in Hawaii, I've been told by my friend who lives there. So that's pretty cute. And then we of course have the UFO plant, Chinese money tree. There's so many different names for this plant. I have one myself, and although it doesn't really stick out to me, I just can't find myself giving it up because it is one of my very first plants. And then here we had a Hoya shepherdii. I recently picked one up like this, a little bit longer trails from another nursery, so I'm very excited to have that in my Hoya collection. And then we came across a few different types of succulents. I thought this one was really cute. It had these little pups, and then the white pot was super cute as well. And then here there was some more of these little orchids, which I think is really cute. I love orchids, but they are really hard to rebloom again. And I just found out that my friend ended up picking some of these variegated orchids on clearance for $5 from the very same nursery. So I guess I'm glad I didn't overpay a week ahead. Even though I didn't get it. And then we came across some cacti, and I really like this one. I think it was called like San Pedro cacti or something like that. It was really cool. I also like those spiral blue candle cactus right there. That was really cool. We have some rickrack cactus or fishbone cacti. There's like two different types. One kind of has a more circular like edges, and one's kind of more pointy, but I kind of didn't show you guys higher up so you guys could see that a little better. But there were two different varieties. And then some more cacti that honestly I have no idea what the names are. I just find really cool. This is another holiday cactus. I find these to be really neat as well, but only when they have blooms. If they don't have blooms, they're not that great. And of course I had to check out the Hoyas. This is a Hoya curtisii, a really neat Hoya. It is also a finicky Hoya. A lot of people have issues with it. I ended up picking up a big Hoya curtisii from Home Depot and ended up killing it. And then I came across this Hoya Princess Carnosa, absolutely beautiful leaves. And then best of all, I came across this Hindu compacta rope with fresh blooms. They were so cute. I really didn't like the fact that it was trailing up a pole. I would prefer it to be trailing down instead of being staked, but the blooms were really, really cool. This is a Hoya retusa. It's one of those Hoyas I'm not really crazy about. Maybe I would get it if it would be a price would be good. And the blooms on it are actually quite cute, but it wasn't really necessary. And then a Hoya publicalis. I believe this was the red button. As you guys know, there's so many different varieties of the Hoya publicalis. And then I just kind of walked around and see what else was kind of cool. It was weird being in this space just because I felt like It was my first time with camera. Maybe people were looking at me like, what am I doing? And then here was some more Hoya compacta. It was super expensive. I believe it was $89.99 or something like that. I wish it was less than 50. I would have got it for sure, but not for 90. And then this succulent was so weird. I had to pick it up and check it out. It's so interesting how like those little things grow on it. It looks like a tumor-like, I don't know. It's so weird how nature is and just things grow, but the colors on there were absolutely stunning. And then, oh, this is a Dischidia numillaria variegata, and I really, really like this Dischidia. I have two of them. They're beautiful. I love when they cascade and trail down. And then I came across these carnivorous plants, and I've been wanting one of these, just, you know, in case I have any fungus gnats or anything like that. Plus, I think they're really, really cool. And then last, I came across these string of hearts, which, I mean, everybody loves a pair of string of hearts. And then I went on to a different nursery, and I started out looking at their philodendrons, because who doesn't love a philodendron? This right here is a philodendron Brazil. Absolutely beautiful. It was so heavy to pick up because it was an 8-inch pot, and it was also really, really heavy because it was just probably recently watered. And then there's just your standard pothos over there, ivies. Oh, ivies are a dread. Yes, they look great, but they are spider magnets for sure. And then there's this cool blue foot fern or something like that. Really, really cool. I liked it. I'm not really that big into ferns. Ferns don't even thrive here, so I'm not sure why they sell so many of them here at the nurseries. Our humidity without a humidifier is at like 20%. It's that bad. And then a Bonnie spider plant, which is really, really cute. Not that big fan of it, but I do think they're kind of cool if you got the space for it and you're into that. I found the colors on this Sansevieria really neat, like kind of like a matte-like color, super duper cool. Yeah, and then there's just a couple more snake plants, whale fins, and then came across this Transcantia. I like this one as well, but I'm really looking for the one with two colors, which is just like the white and the green, and for it to be like cascading, trailing down in front of my east window. That's something I have my eye on for. And then we came across this heartleaf philodendron, no, excuse me, heartleaf fern, not philodendron. Super cute once again. It needs lots of water, lots of humidity, some other ferns, and I believe this was a rabbit foot fern, but like a very, very tiny size of it. And I believe I'm going to show you guys a bigger one a little bit later on in this video. And then, yeah, just anthuriums. I'm not really that big into anthuriums overall, but these ones right here that have the flowers tend to be a little bit easier and low maintenance compared to other uncommon anthuriums. So that's always great if you want to start getting into anthuriums. And then of course I could not look and pass up these cacti and succulent section because my husband adores them. So I was looking at a couple different ones that caught my eye. I have no idea anything about succulents, but all I do know is that they're pretty cute, and if I had more sun I would probably have some, but I don't, so I kind of refrain. But yeah, so just cute little succulents. And then we were debating on a new cacti, or cactus rather, just one, because my husband got a new pot, so he wanted to find something, but there wasn't nothing worthy. So once again, if I don't want to just do impulse buys, I really want to think about as to what I'm getting. And then some random plants, I don't even know what they are. Yeah, if I don't like a plant, I just don't pay attention to it, nor do I know its name. But yeah, we had some more rickrack cactus here and some more succulents. I believe they had a string of hearts here as well. These two nurseries are relatively the same price. This one tends to be a little bit more higher priced, but it's just so weird because it's like in the suburb and a lot of people still go to it no matter what. So no matter what the prices are, people are still buying it. So obviously it's not like they're gonna go ahead and decrease the prices, which is unfortunate. But oh, this one right here, which was this actually was a San Pedro cacti, and not the other one that I shown you in the other store, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, this one was super duper cool. We were thinking about this one. I believe it was like $60 or something like that. 2 cactus like that, super duper cool, in front of our south window, but we decided not to get it. But these cute little blue candle cactus were super cute as well. I love the colors on it. The only thing is you gotta be very careful not to touch it so you don't rub off the blue, because if you touch it and you rub off the blue will not come back. Another annoying thing is if you ever water those types of cactus and get any splashes, it kind of leaves bad markings on it as well. And then I had to show you guys that this succulent, I have no idea once again what this name is. I just remember we had it when I first started collecting houseplants, and that right there was the very first type of succulent that had mealybugs. I freaked out at that point and I was like, no, this just can't be. You have to deal with all the pests from now on. But since then, I've had a really good luck with not getting any pests, or that many pests, should I be more specific. And then here we just came across some more ferns, and then more peperomias. As you see, those little rat tail-like blooms are their flowers, blooms. Some people like to cut them off, some people like them just to grow and let it be. This is a Peperomia rosso, super cool undersides. They're like vibrant red. And then some big ferns. Every time I see big ferns, I think of my mom. She absolutely loves ferns. And then we got into their cool section. Not really, but this right here is a lipstick pagoda, I believe. Super cool undersides. The variegation on it is really cool as well. And then we just came across some bonsai curly lipstick. And then we also have some calatheas and prettier plants in this section. But yeah, this one was super cool. It had a bloom, and if you guys know anything about lipstick plants, their blooms look like lipsticks. So here we had some rattlesnakes calatheas, pinstripe calatheas, all the calatheas for calatheas lovers, but not for me. I do think that their markings are absolutely stunning. It's just, they do not thrive in my home whatsoever. Here we had a transcantia. It was called Blushing Bride. So that was kind of interesting. And then we finished up with some alocasia, of course, and that's pretty much it. I kind of got embarrassed at this point and decided to call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed my first ever come shop with me. I'll make sure to do some more. Bye guys.